So what does the cross and the empty grave look like where the rubber meets the road? It looks like suffering turned into courage, conviction, and even a bit of joy. It looks like a transition into a promising tomorrow. And here we have two students that embody and articulate these two aspects of the Christ narrative. Talea and Jenna will come. Yes. They'll be coming forward, and I need for you to listen, to see if there's something in their story that resonates with you. And I challenge you to see where your story intersects with this essential narrative that changed everything for these two students, that has the ability to change something in you, and more importantly, have the ability to change the world.
Good morning. I think if 4 years of college have taught us all one thing, it's that life is not easy. Now, I'm not trying to tell you that life isn't a happy one, or that our accomplishments aren't something worth celebrating. I just ask you to bear with me as I try to share with you the most important lessons I've learned here at Pepperdine. You see, my freshman year wasn't like most. It was hands down the hardest year of my life. And I think the things that happened that year will always have some effect on me. But I'm okay with that. Sometimes bad things happen to good people. But the amazing thing about being human is having the ability to take the bad, learn from it, and grow from it. My freshman year was difficult. It didn't just take the wind out of my sails, it tore them apart. It seemed everything that could go wrong did. I faced challenges beyond my comprehension. My trust in humanity was betrayed as I was exposed to one of life's horrible crimes. I had no idea how to deal with it. I didn't know whether to speak truth or keep quiet, to be ashamed or be angry. I hated myself and felt incredibly hurt, lost, and hopeless. I didn't understand how this could be a part of God's plan. It all seemed so senseless. I felt like he wasn't there when I needed him most. I'd hit rock bottom. Yet in the darkness, I learned courage. And courage means everything in a world where the easy thing to do is keep your head down, mind your own business, and ignore the things you can't change. Courage takes many forms. Pepperdine taught me that courage is telling the truth when you know that the lie is much easier. It's trusting a professor, friend, family member, staff, or admin to be someone you can turn to and confide in. It's believing in yourself and your worth as a child of God and knowing you deserve justice. It's deciding that life's obstacles won't stop you. It's never letting anyone define you. Pepperdine taught me to push forward and put one foot in front of the other. It taught me that the choices you make or choose not to make are what comprise your being. Your daily decisions, whether big or small, weave themselves together to form the silhouette of your character. You can't control life's obstacles, and you can't avoid the tough decisions you'll have to make. But you can control the way you feel about yourself. Will you do the easy thing or the right thing? The choice is yours. My sophomore year was about learning. I learned that torn pieces can be put back together like the puzzles we did as children. I learned that we are not defined by our circumstances. I learned that love and forgiveness are so much stronger than hate and condemnation. Pepperdine taught me to turn towards God, to celebrate in the strength he'd given me. I learned to appreciate the beautiful world we live in, to find solace in nature, friendships, and passion. I began making lifelong memories in friendships. Whether it was singing with the top down on PCH or running barefoot through the soccer field on a warm summer night, we made the most of our Malibu home. I drank in the beauty that was all around me, the majestic mountains, the salty sea, the darling deer and bashful bunnies. I found writing and painting to be a true form of self-expression and haven't looked back. By the time I was a junior, my approach to life had been totally altered. I began to grow in character, faith, and certainty. I felt stronger, more courageous, and self-assured than ever before. I was at peace knowing God is always by our side, loving and guiding us. I sharpened social skills, took pride in my academics, and achieved goals. Pepperdine staff, professors, family, and friends helped me see that I can achieve anything I set my mind to. I grew excited about the future as I realized that each day is a new opportunity for growth. I began to define myself by my triumphs, not my trials. You can't make sense of the senseless, but you can make meaning from it. Today, I'm happier than I've ever been. I love life. I think it's a beautiful blessing. I no longer see myself as a victim of circumstance, but as a trailblazer, forging my own path, always looking ahead and never behind. The way I see it, life is about perspective. It's about taking the crazy, messy, unexpected moments and making the most of them. It's about molding the mess into a message. I know my college experience wasn't a perfect one, but I don't think a single one of you would label your journey as perfect either. And maybe that's not what we really need. Moving forward, I challenge you to consider the idea that perfection, whether in our career, relationships, or self-concept, is not only unrealistic, it's static. Imperfection is electric, it's relatable, and it's human. To wrap up, let me just say that the things I've learned at Pepperdine go beyond anything I ever could have read in a textbook. They're priceless. I'm forever grateful for that. In the end, you're truly the only thing that you've got in this world. Everything else can change, fall, break apart, or get lost. But you, your spirit, your faith, your character, your bravery, and resilience will always be there. Make the most of yourself. Decide who you want to be. No one can do it for you. Will you have courage, make a difference, and never give up? Will your life be strengthened for purpose, service, and leadership? I can't answer that, but I think you can. I believe that you can decide who you are and who you will become. So what will it be? Thank you and congratulations, seniors. I would like to introduce the next speaker, Jenna.